I still don't like streaming on YouTube, man. Alright, we should be live. Hello and welcome. Crinkle, crinkle, plastic bags. I am your host, Lazarus, and I got a ton of stuff just piled up on my desk, don't I? You don't actually want to see how piled up this is. I gotta clean this out. We got all kinds of stuff on here. I gotta at some point I gotta do up a whole bunch of bags and boards because I gotta bag and board all these books from last week. I would have done it by now, but my shoulder kinda hurts. Man, last week was full of some heavy hitters, wasn't it? Okay, get that out of here. I got books piled everywhere right now. It is absolutely a mess. Absolutely a mess. Okay, there we go. Now I got a little space and we can work. Let me just put some books here for you to... There you go. You can look at that for a second while I open up the stream on YouTube itself instead of looking through their little UI. And make sure it looks actually okay. Hey, it sounds okay. I hear myself. That is a step up from not hearing myself, I reckon. I'm just gonna let the music play for a second. I'm not like feeling super great today. My shoulder totally hurts. So I need to make sure I've got everything ready. Because if I get up and like hustle somewhere, I'm liable to hurt my shoulder more. So I gotta make sure there's nothing else I want to put out over here real quick. So give me just a second. Okay, I got some stuff in the mail. I also got the new Comic Book Day books right there. And I guess I'm going to try to stick everything over here all at once. There we go. Let's make that stack grow, right? Like, that sounds like a meme. Let's make the stack grow! I'm not even a fake Italian, so I don't know why I did that. It could have been good. So yeah, I got 3 things in the mail. Plus, I got the books today. And let me pull my email. Let me see if my Midtown order has shipped. Does not appear to be. At least I don't see it. Let's see. There's the email here that says they processed the order. But not one that says they shipped the order. Okay, well, they had to wait till this week anyway because I think I ordered... No, actually, they didn't need to wait this week because I ordered stuff that came out last Wednesday and they didn't process it till this Wednesday. You know, people have been talking about Midtown Comics and saying how slow their shipping is lately. I don't know if anybody out there has experience with that. And yeah, I know this has been up here at the top. Shipping alert, processing time extended due to delay. That has been up at the top of their website for, I don't know, 3 months or more? It has definitely been up there for a while. And I guess I'm experiencing this. I placed this order like 2 weeks ago. And it was a present. It's a gift for 6 of Cyrus. And it's just some cheap stuff, but I thought it'd be fun to just surprise him with something. And they just now processed it. What does processed mean? Like, what does that even mean? Processed. I don't know. I clicked away from the different views, so I wouldn't dox myself. I'm trying to figure out. I think they changed. Their website is totally different looking than it used to be. And I'm trying to figure out how to log into it. Oh, here we go. Sign in. There we go. Oh, gosh. I rebooted my computer and all my passwords and KeyPass is closed. I don't know what I would do if I had to remember all these passwords. I don't think I could. That's why people reuse passwords. That's odd. Okay, there we go. We're clicking in. Where's, let's see, here we go. Order shipped. There we go. It says this order is shipped. This order's placed on 9/21. But I don't have any tracking info. Well, I guess that's life. Let's go ahead and close out of here so I don't accidentally click something and dox myself. I'm going to close my email too while I'm at it. There we go. Alright, cool. We should actually look at the stuff I bought today, huh? I mean, that's generally what these streams are about. That's why they're New Comic Book Day! Yeah? Man, I got these like killer cashew cluster things. They're like cashew and pumpkin seeds, and I muted my microphone there because I had to eat one. They're really good. Anyway, what do I have? Well, let's look at the stuff I got in the mail first. That seems like a good way to do it. We'll do it like chronological order, as in the order I opened them in. Which I think actually means Jack Irons, A Steel Cowboy, issue 2. This gigantic bag and board. I'll have to rebag it myself into something more modest. And this is even like a Silver Age bag. This is like, I don't know. It's not quite a... Oh my gosh, I can't get that little card out. Oh, it's a little promo thing for Cactus Coyote. Yeah, I didn't back that campaign. It didn't interest me. I don't know if it's still going on, even. But in any case, I got a nice little bookmarky card. I kind of like it. I guess it's a business card, but I would end up using it as a bookmark. Jack Irons, Steel Cowboy, issue 2. I'm trying to remember if I read the digital of this already. I don't think I did. I did a review of the first one, right? But not the second one? Oh man, these pages are... They're like electrostatically connected or something. Probably from the printing process. Pretty nice paper. It's a fairly heavy stock all the way through. Very slick, very glossy. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I don't think I did read this in digital form, so I will have to do that. But for now, I'm going to slip it back in the bag it came in. That way it doesn't just like lay around and dinged up or something. But that's not all we got here. Oh gosh, I have nowhere to put this. I have nowhere to put this book. I guess I'll put it there, but that's kind of... I gotta stack something else on top of it. That wasn't the only thing that came in. Also got this little print here. Now, I got the print bag ready for that Rags photo print, and then I couldn't use it, so I'm hoping print will fit right down in here. I got nowhere to hang up prints, but I don't mind collecting them. Prints are kind of cool. You know, some people really go gaga for prints. I'm not one of them, although this one is definitely one of the more unusual prints because it's got this dude, giant mouth where his stomach is, man. That's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. Come on. Hold on, what if I do the tap down method? No, the print does not. There we go. There we go. I was going to say the print doesn't want to tap down, but it just did. Well, so now I got the print all nice and protected, and I didn't have to go fish around the closet for 10 minutes to get a bag. So that's good. What else did I get? My books from Alterna came. It was originally like plastic was taped over like this, but being me, naturally I cut that. I'm going to keep this bag. These gigantic bags are great to ship stuff in, because you can throw a graphic novel or something in here. Seems really well sealed here. I don't know if this is... Oh, there we go. The resealable, just maybe the heat had gotten to it or something while it was shipping. It's a little more permanent feeling than some of these bags are. This actually came in a giant box, and I'll show you why it came in a giant box in a second. I just want to open this up because it looks like Peter, Mr. Samedi, Publishin' Pete, as he likes to be called, or as I and others like to call him, Saint Samedi, threw a calendar in. He didn't have to do that. Oh, what a nice little treat. Oh, that looks cool. I dig it. It's definitely a nice little calendar. Is this the one that came at the Alternaween thing? I should look more closely at that campaign because I thought that was like a standard wall calendar. I didn't expect the calendar to look like this. Kind of cool. Ooh. Is he smart? Is that an ad I just saw? Yeah, Alterna Giants coming November 2019. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea why I'm excited for Alterna Giants. I already own the miniseries. Why do I need to own them in another format, right? But I gotta admit, I'm kind of excited. Oh, this is a fun little treat. Oh my gosh, there's a little Mr. Crypt Bear and Rat one-pager in here. I love Halloween. It's the one day of the year where I can relax and be myself. No angry mobs, no top hat and mustache, and just grand bear and rat. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a bag so we have some place to put all those pumpkin seeds. I feel like I've read this little strip before somewhere. It might have been in, it came out on a Wednesday from like a year ago. That's cool. That's cool. I totally dig that. I dig free stuff in general. I mean, who doesn't, right? Speaking of which, reboard. Then we got these books. Let's see, there should have been a review of Gods and Gears that just went up. I think I got a review of the Mr. Crypt and Bear and Rat story going up tomorrow. I know I did a review of this months ago when it came out originally as a one-shot. And yeah, so we've already reviewed this stuff. It was all good. There's no other way to put it. It was all good. Some of it was better than others, though. The Scrimshaw. You should go check out my review from the other day. Scrimshaw was dopeness. Oh, Ninja Weasel is here. He says, "I saw Rags in the stream title." Because that's how Ninja Weasel actually sounds. He always sounds like this. Definitely. He's Batman. No. Yeah, Rags is in the stream title because it's that time of the quarter or whatever. I don't even know what the release schedule is. Which is funny, out of everybody in the universe, you'd think I would know because I'm on their Discord server. And I'm kept in the loop on all this stuff, and I just don't remember any of it because I'm a derp. Oh, I just noticed the Scrimshaw corner box. The sword bisects where the price should be. That's kind of dope. Oh, you know what? I almost picked something up, but I need to pick up the other thing. So, when I got my stuff for the Exilium Kickstarter, you know, I went through all the stuff, and I got most of those books just stacked up right here. I gotta put them away still. Don't dox me, bro. People know. Hey, man, I didn't dox that part of your life. And, you know, I got these cards, which are super cool. Ben had these at like New York Comic Con last year or something. It was dope. They just threw those in the box for me. But I showed this off on stream, and Ben was like, "Oh man, you didn't get everything. I told Peter to throw something else in the box for you." So Peter Smitty, he shipped this little stack of comic books. And okay, there's an extra comic book here, but ignoring Jack Irons, he shipped this stack of comic books in this gigantic box. You know why? For the other thing. So it's a little statue of True, whatever, from Exilium. It's an alien name. I'm not going to pretend I understand it. So that's pretty dope. It's a fairly tall figure. That's 4 inches or so tall, it looks like. And it's just a cool little dude. Like, this was a relatively high reward on their Kickstarter, or Indiegogo, whatever that campaign was on. And he was like, "Yeah, I told Peter to throw that in for you." And now here it is. I wasn't expecting anything else. I was expecting, like, you know what I was expecting? I was expecting, like, another card, you know? I wasn't expecting a freaking statuette. Like, that is pretty dope. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I guess he's just going to live on my desk and always be vaguely threatening me with his little blaster there. But definitely very cool. Okay, now we can get to Rag stuff. Because I got a third package in the mail. This is just like what's going on. And so on the Rags Discord, the printer that they use, Indie Planet or Kablam, which I'm not quite sure where the fine line is between those, was totally backed up. And not in a pleasant way, you know, not in a pleasant. Well, I guess it is pleasant if you're the business manager, because it means you got plenty of business. But for people wanting stuff, couldn't get it. So everybody, I don't know who all got it, but I got this little sticker. Last week I got that big photo poster thing that's super cool, which didn't fit in a print bag and which has to live inside of its original poster tube somewhere. Do I still have that in my cabinet? Yes, I do. I got it in my cabinet even. It says Rags movie poster. Good, it did say poster. I was like all of a sudden worrying. Did that say poser? Did I just typo while I was writing that? So I can't put that up anywhere because I don't hang stuff on my walls too much. I mean, like, the only comic book related thing I've got hanging on my wall is my original page of comic art from Frank Fosco, which is on the wall over there above my hard drives and stuff. But we got this cool little Regina sticker. It's definitely cool. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, if anything. It might just live in the back of a comic bag for now. I just realized the back of this had some stuff on it, and I'm suddenly hoping that I didn't dox myself by flipping this over at some point. And I've... Why does it have my address on the back of this? Why do you need to do that? I obviously don't understand how this stuff works. So, anyway, that's just kind of a cool little thing. But we got more, don't you worry. Got more. Alright. So, the actual books I bought today. Should scooch these over a little bit. There we go. Yeah, Ninja. There it is for you, buddy. We'll flip through some of these and take a look at them. Not that big of a week, really. Bat metal intensifies. Oh, gosh. Bat metal. I think the appropriate phrase is, I can't even. Get my drink over here. My shoulder's killing me. I gotta just kind of lean back for a second instead of hunching over to show you stuff. But give me just like a second to recuperate. Yeah, we got some cool stuff. The stuff on the bottom, the stuff I paid for. The stuff on the top is the 3 50-cent bin books. Because what's better than free comics? I saw that She comic right there, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that, man. That She Zero that I had picked up a few weeks ago was frankly one of the most good-looking comic books. Like it's like an actual, it's artistic, you know? It's not just like, this is good comic art. It's just like, there's some stuff in there that's just like, this is good art. And it's masterful in every way. And, hey, Eli Easy, the Game Hunter. Welcome to the party. I'm, narrating the stack for a second because my shoulder's killing me. And I gotta take it easy. And this is despite being hopped up on medication for it. Because I kind of went to the doctor on Monday for this thing. If you can avoid having your trapezius muscle lock up completely on you, do so. I highly recommend not doing this. Because it sucks. It is absolutely miserable. It could have been more miserable. It could still be more miserable, but I hope it won't be. Hope it gets better. Oh boy. Beverage. Alright, I should get back to looking at books. That's enough of a break. So, let's just kind of clear this out. We'll look at the 50-cent bin books first, because I'm not quite sure what to expect in this, because that issue of that She Zero that I got, I think came several years after this, because this has a 94 date on the signature on the cover. And She Zero came out in like 2000. It already looks pretty good. I like that coloring. Look at this dude's green pants, man. Where's pants that green? Oh, dude. Alright, I'm sold on this book already. I don't even care about whatever else is in the book. This 2-page layout, even at just a glance, it's fantastic looking. That's one way to deal with a guy trying to come in and bust a cap on you. Oh, I have no idea either. Like, if I'm totally honest, I have no idea. And it's not something I'm going to go out of my way to hunt down either. It's just kind of like, I see some stuff in the 50-cent bin. I pick it up. There we go, next song's playing. I pick it up and I read it. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But everybody loves Billy Tucci, man. Oh my. The violence of the gaze upon me. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I think I better just shut this book. You know, I think he was talking about doing something like that, if I remember right. I know. We'll just put True over here for a second. We'll just stay there, buddy. I need, or roll away and escape. That also works fine. We'll just hand you up here. I just need to put this book down right there, and you were right in the way, buddy. All right. And old school manga as a floppy comic. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. If I see it in the 50-cent bin, I always go for it. I've never read 3x3 Eyes. I've only ever seen like the OVA or whatever, the OAV. I'm just looking for something I can actually show here that's interesting, because I was just flipping as like this girl turned into a giant horrible monster. Oh my. Then merge with me and take mine. Hubba, hubba. Wow. That's a message. I'm with her. Look at that face. That's me looking at this panel. Except I don't have canines nearly that big. Huh. Yeah, I know. I heard like Billy Tucci last year. He came back from from being kind of away from stuff for a little while, and he started the he started a podcast, like crowdfunding comics podcast or something like that. And the intent was, I think, to use that to promote comic books that he's going to do, including She. I know he did. Wasn't Zombie Sama his? Something like that. Anyway, that 3x3 Eyes book might be good. I don't know. I've never read it. I'm just a sucker for that kind of stuff, and I don't expect to actually enjoy this. But I got another book out of this Death of Wolverine, the Logan Legacy stuff. And I was like, you know what? I should check it out. And I can already tell I don't like it just based on this art right here. Although that is some heckin' mad perspective that they got going on. Is it consistent? So you got this curve. I think the perspective might actually be consistent. If she's standing up straight, then let's see. I need a piece of paper. Hold on. Hold on. We're sidetracking. We're derailing the stream. Alright, so we've got ceiling part angled like this, so it should be kind of like that. She is upright in front of it, like this. But we're actually drawing it, this piece, like this. Then She, not to be confused with She, the book, it's actually being drawn with a sway like that. So to get this effect, it has to be a fisheye lens. This all has to converge down like that. This point. Her rays converge this way. I don't think this perspective is right. I don't think the perspective's right. The rays from her body converge in over here. They should converge in this way for this perspective to be self-consistent, because this is setting the curvature that way in the background. I'm not even an artist, bro. I just taught optics one time. And did a whole semester of like optics lab work, which was a lot of fun, I gotta admit. Is that Wolverine or is that supposed to be Bruce Wayne? I kind of like this art style, but not for Wolverine, not for the X-Men. This would be good for its own thing. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'm not gonna stare at this anymore. Yeah, the legs aren't even lined up right. Alright, so now we're up to the comic books I actually paid for. What order to do these in? Let's do the dollar books first, because I know there's some good stuff in this. I already flipped through all of some of these, like this one. It's a reprint from the 70s. If you couldn't tell, it's a reprint from the 70s. Let's take one look at the Joker's face. If the Joker looks like he did in Hanna-Barbera cartoons from the 70s, that means it's a 70s comic book. And this Joker's face looks like the Hanna-Barbera Joker. I didn't read it, I just like flipped through it. It looked okay. I'm sure I'll give it a thorough read here in the next couple of days. But I like this dollar reprint stuff, man. Being able to get something interesting that people probably can't afford the originals of into the hands of people who want to read it, I think that's definitely a win for everybody. Like this, I actually already own a reprint of this. I think it was a pack-in with a toy or something. This is like Uncanny X-Men 138, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, 129. I apparently can't number. In my defense, I'm like 1 digit off on those, so, you know, I'm pretty close. This is some like very classic stuff. The one I got actually emphasizes Colossus, so I thought it came with a Colossus toy. Like that's really what it was like trying to emphasize on the cover. The True Believer reprint here is emphasizing Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost. Oh, their relationship. All my life, it seemed that every time I turned around, I was losing people I loved. My folks, my brother Alex, the few friends I made at the orphanage. Each time, the loss hurt. Losing you was the loss I couldn't take. If I'd allowed myself to feel anything, the grief would have broken me, maybe killed me. I thought you died. It was like my mind shut part of itself off. I felt nothing. Hubba hubba. And she died just like, what, 10 issues prior to this, so fairly recent. Oh wow, are these people or aliens? Seriously, look at these faces. Oh my gosh, I just got done mocking a book for perspective, but these faces are just a little bit wrongish. Although Wolverine looks pretty dope here with his hat and stuff. All he needs is a cigar to complete the costume. Ain't no library, fella. You want to read the magazine? Buy the magazine. I like being tapped, bub. Or ordered around. Wolverine, no! Unlike people reading without paying, want to make something out of it? I thought you'd never ask. Man, Wolverine, you don't need to pick a fight with the... Oh my goodness, look at what he's reading, too. Hubba, hubba, Wolverine. Let's see, you can see. Gonna start picking these up. So far, all of them have had different covers, really cool. Man, these are like, some of these are just a great value. This is super classic stuff. This is also pretty classic, man. The X-Men get up to all kinds of crazy shenanigans. Who did the art in this? Probably on the next page. Called it. Louis Protasio. You know, I was just going to be like that discount Jim Lee style, because everybody was doing that in the 90s. This is what the X-Men are supposed to look like. I mean, they're really supposed to look like Jim Lee drew them. But this is a very 90s style. I think I vaguely remember reading this comic, like the actual book. I probably read it on the newsstand to put it back because I couldn't afford it, because comic books were expensive and I had like $2 at a time back when I was a kid. Dude, look how awesome Storm looks in this panel. Holy crab apple. She looks mega dope right there. Hold on, where's my phone at? I'm gonna get a picture of this. I'm gonna get a picture of this thing. I'm gonna put this on Instagram. I'm gonna be like, holy moly. Look at Storm. Basically what I just said, except I'm gonna type it on Instagram. We're gonna Instagram live. Let's see. Oh, except the lighting's bad because I'm doing the overhead light. What if I do this angle? That might just work. Alright. See if this picture turned out okay. Yeah, I know. I'm super silly. That's just how I roll. Oh yeah, that turned out... I think that turned out pretty good. Cool deal. I'll upload that to Instagram like tomorrow or something. I'm already having more fun with this $1 comic than I have with some of the books I bought last week. Like, that's pretty sad, isn't it? When the $1 reprint comic is more fun than something you paid like $4 or $5 for. What do we got next? Okay, we'll do DCeased. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this cover. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. But it was the one my shop man put in the box, so I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to take it. I just whack the camera for no reason. So in DCeased, they're totally dealing with like a zombie apocalypse, and everything has gone bad. Black Canary is the Green Lantern now. Is that Killer Croc? Is a zombie? Hold on, let's flip over to the previous page. We do the talking once we're in there. Sure, Damien, you're not exactly a people person. Ivy's not exactly people. Yep, that was Killer Croc. Oh! Okay, somebody's socking Luthor. I guess that's Lois Lane. Like, I'm suddenly enjoying this book like 100% more than I was mere seconds ago. The whole zombie apocalypse here is pretty cool the way it worked, because it's got its origin on Apocalypse and all that. The Black Racer came in and killed Cyborg, or like it the way it worked, or the way it started, like it felt like, yeah, this feels like something that could and should happen in their universe. And Flash is looking just awesome over here. I guess he's turned into a zombie here. Death's spreading faster than the speed of sound. Cyborg Flash is dead. He is. Promise me. I'll have to catch up to him. I can come from the other side. Oh, man. I don't want to flip that over and spoil it for myself, because that's going to be catastrophic for the whole world, man. It's a good thing that Zombie Flash doesn't seem to run as fast as actual Flash. You know, no superluminal running. Let's see. DC releases so much stuff. It's original stuff, granted, but they release as much as Marvel with their tie-ins. I don't know if that's really true. If you... Hold on, let me pull up the email that my comic shop sent me this past week about all the releases, and we'll just do like a quick title count. I'm not going to show it on stream. I'll just verbally count this up. It should be in my deleted stuff, which I haven't cleaned out lately. Okay, I'm never going to find it like that. RAM. There it is. Comics for the second, so... DC this week, let's see, one... I'm going to count variants, too. I'm going to count variants. These are just the ones that they bought. This isn't all possible variants, so there might be store-exclusive covers and stuff like that that aren't included in this, but... We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 25, 27. So 27 things total, including variants. If you take all the variants out, you just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16. Let's just go with that. 16 books. 16 distinct books, not counting variant covers. Marvel, on the other hand, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I counted 31. Now some of that's counting like second prints and stuff, and maybe I shouldn't do that. But even if you take like the extra prints out, you're still looking at 25 books here. DC is definitely publishing a lot of stuff, but it's not nearly as much as Marvel's doing. If you count the variants, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. There's like 7 of those, so let's just go with like 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 64, 66, 67. I think I just counted 67 things. Marvel puts out a lot of stuff. They put out an absolute crazy amount of stuff. And who did this cover? At first glance, it looks kind of like an art germ cover. You can see it'll probably say in the back here. They usually put their title splashes on the last page for whatever reason. Let's see. Main cover by Joshua Middleton, Chisco Matina, and Yasmin Putri. I don't recognize the art style for either of those people. Looking for a signature on the cover, and I sure don't see one. Hey, you know what? I just had the email from my comic shop open. I can probably just click through and find out the answer to this question. Won't that be amazing? Let's see. DCeased. Is the character variant? Yes, it is. So this is Francesco Mattina did this cover. There you go. That's Mattina art. Oh. Well, I got beat by it. Beat to the punch. But there you go. It's a disturbing cover. The lenses are part of it. The lack of lips, actually, is what's bothering me. I guess she just clawed away her own lips or something there. I don't know. That's definitely kind of grody, and I don't like it. Like, that's fundamentally disturbing. That's more disturbing to me than her, like, ripping the skin of her cheek off. Ah. Oh. Gosh. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Savage Avengers. I'm making Ninja Weasel wait for Rags. I'm keeping... Rags is going to be the last book at this rate. He can just deal with it. Ah. Oh, you know what? We got enough conversation here. Let me actually put the conversation up on screen, maybe? I don't know. I don't usually do that for my YouTube streams. That's usually just what I do on Twitch. I guess I'll go back to just showing the books. Like, if people are watching this on a replay, they can just watch the chat scroll naturally, so they don't need that. Savage Avengers, number 6, man. The first arc of this, pretty dope. They killed like an alien space god, which is awesome. And Frank Castle and Conan were walking back to civilization from the Savage Land. So I don't know how much of this I want to flip through and look at myself, because I kind of don't want to spoil it. I already love this book. First page, and we're already fighting a giant snake monster. I guess it's an eel? I don't know. Whatever it is. Oh. Like right away. Wow, the art's totally different. Yeah. Well, I gotta say, the Mike Deodato art, it kind of looked nice. It kind of did. But it had some serious problems because he was just painting over like 3D models. This at least has some character to it. I love the coloring. This is some acid dripping coloring, man. This is dopeness. It's very, actually, it's more detailed than like early 80s Marvel, or I should just say 80s Marvel in general for the coloring, but it's got that kind of look to it. I really like it. Dude, Dude, he just threw his sword at a velociraptor to kill it. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop flipping through this because I want to just read the whole book here on stream. That's obviously gonna get me a copyright strike. I was just looking at the chat. Okay. Oh, let's do one more page. Let's just flip over. The narration box is really what's golden here. You can't see it. Let me get that up where you can see it. Conan was curious about the Punisher's weapon. He had seen repeating crossbows, but never anything like this. That Conan Pal is literally my Fallout 4 character. Yeah, that's a very Ninja Weasel thing. Oh God. This might be the first book I read for a review this week. I might read this and do a review of it tonight just so I can get this out of my system because I'm too excited seeing that, man. I'm too excited. Alright, next up. I might be like one of 3 people in the whole world reading this book right now. And the other 2 people are reading it because I'm reading it. So but Sea of Stars is great. It starts out as this father and his son. He's like a space trucker. And they have an accident with a giant space whale thing, right? And the son goes off and he's having a weird adventure. He can breathe in space and stuff. It's very weird. And this dude who is totally Zerum. God, I gotta pull Zerum up again. I do this every time I'm talking about this book. Grogneck outfit and Ashmaker. Oh, is Ashmaker the minigun with that sets stuff on fire? I never used that one. But I remember going through all the trouble to get it. See, where's the best Zerum picture? That's too small. I need a better Zerum. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Let me flip over this. So that dude on the cover, you see him, right? He's like the member of some alien race, the Zetek or something, is what they called him. And he's totally Zerum, man. The hat. Look at the freaking hat. Okay, let's see. Flip back. Look at the hat. That is totally Zerum's hat. It doesn't have the little face on it, but it's totally Zerum's hat. That is like the... Yeah, see? I knew you'd know Zerum, Ninja Weasel. I used to watch anime back in the day, man. Iria was a great animated movie thing. But anyway, the son is like hanging out, and it turns out he's like maybe the god of those aliens or something weird like that. And we don't need this flashback sequence. And the dad has been living this like crazy, absolutely crazy survival life. It's super desperate. He's only like still alive because the ship he hijacked was infected with some kind of man-eating plant that outputs oxygen from its metabolism. And so he's like feeding it trash so it produces air for him to breathe. Otherwise he would have died like, 2 issues ago. He got eaten by an alien space whale, and like I said, the son's just over here like having these great adventures in space because he's invincible. He can command like space sharks to do his bidding. But Dad is suffering. He's having to work for his fun, man. Spawn's the only image book you're reading. Oh, Savage Avengers is being written by Gary Duggan still. Name's right there on the cover. Pretty sure if I flip it open, it'll say that. Yeah. Gary Duggan. So it's the same writer. They just changed artists. And it's probably for the best. I didn't really like that Mike Diodato art. No, I don't want to listen to another Endless remix. Let's reach the amoeba. Slice and Collide. Let's listen to that one. This is the Endless Space soundtrack, by the way. I always have it play it on these streams in the background because, it's Space Church music. Vampire State Building book. I don't know what book you're talking about, man. I probably saw it and dismissed it. apparently an album by a band named Alcatraz. Here you go, Vampire State Building #1, Volume 1. This just come out? I haven't read any of these. I haven't even seen these before, dude. If let me flip over to full screen on my monitor here. If this is the book you're talking about, I haven't ever seen this before. So this is all brand new on me. I don't know. You're probably talking about like a later issue or something here, but I haven't seen it before at all. I kind of like the cover design. That's actually kind of cool. The Dead Eyes #1 was a reprint of Dead Rabbit #1. You know what? Somebody else told me that today. Somebody else told me that early this morning. I was catching up on a early headset. You've only been unplugged for like 45 minutes. Sorry for the beeping. Sorry for the beeping. You know, maybe I should have bought Dead Eyes #1 because of the reprinted Dead Rabbit #1 thing. Because I heard Dead Rabbit was supposed to be pretty good, but I never bought it and read it. Anyway, I'm really loving Sea of Stars, man. Mainly I'm loving the father's part of it. That sense of loss, that sense of desperate searching, like... It's pretty cool and it's pretty well done, and we're just going to gesture with my shadow, because if I stretch my arm all the way out from where I'm sitting right now, it will hurt, because my shoulder hurts right now, and that sucks. Don't get injured, guys. Pro tip. Aw, man, I had to plug my freaking headset back into the stupid charger thing. So now I'm like sitting here tethered to multiple USB cables. This is lame. I don't know why this headset has decided to betray me. But the son, man, every time he turns around, he's having a crazy space adventure, and the dad's like, must get oxygen for 5 more minutes. It's a great contrast. And finally, last book I got this week, Rags, #5. The Antarctic Press version. I don't think the Patreon versions are being shipped out yet. I think that's next week. Wah, wah. If I remember the story behind this correctly, that was actually supposed to be a real doctor's name, and then he didn't want his name in the book, so it just got replaced by the jokey Dr. Acula name. I'm trying to think, was there anything actually in this book that I can't show on stream? I don't think so. I think this book is this issue is pretty much all okay. There's just lots of like angry talking and stuff in this issue. It's not like it's not an action-packed issue. There's just lots of interpersonal drama and stuff. That sweet Luigi Teruel art, man. He does this great job of absolutely conveying human emotion in a way that very few other artists can match. Artist on Harleen, he does a job of conveying emotion just as well. And that book, if you haven't read Harleen, that book is fantastic. You should go watch my review of it. I'm just going to keep telling you to watch my reviews, because that's how promo works, right? Right. And I know this guy, Mad Mori. He's a streamer on Twitch. He's also gotten into the Rags community, and he actually has a special Mad Mori pizza cover version of this book coming out. There's only been 10 or 20 copies of it. I forget how many exactly, and I think I'm earmarked to get one of them. I take off, wake up early tomorrow, hope to run into another stream soon. Hey man, thanks for hanging out with me while you could. I think I'm going to be wrapping this stream up in a couple minutes anyway. Dr. Acula for the October book, I get it. Wah, wah, yeah. Anyway, Rags is super dope. The writing is okay, let me step back. So it's a zombie apocalypse, right? Now as soon as I say that, you have preconceived notions in your head about what the book should be, because you're thinking, probably, if you're like most people these days, you're thinking Walking Dead. And superficially, you're kind of right. And then I would show you one of the other books where the protagonist is very underdressed, and you'll see why people on Twitter were calling it the zombie titty book. Oh hey, I just got a YouTube subscription. Hold on, let me drop this into frame, and I'm going to play that alert again. Thank you so much for that. Well, it should have put it up in the top bar too, but you can see the little zombie running up there. That was Edgeverse. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you're in the stream, thank you. If you're not in the stream, thank you anyway. You can't escape the thanks. The thanks are coming for you. The thanks are going to hunt you down, and they're going to eat your face. The thank yous. I wish I had a face cam because I'm just like, what did I just say? I don't even know what I said. It doesn't matter. And so now you look at it and you go, oh, she's wearing a bikini, or she's topless or whatever. So that's why people are like, oh, it's that zombie titty book. And then other people are like, oh, it's a parody of Walking Dead. And it's none of those things. It's really like intense psychodrama with zombies as window dressing to provide the motivation for the characters to work through their issues. And by characters, I really just mean Regina, the redhead over here modeled on Liz Finnegan's face, who she hasn't streamed in forever, but that's because she has a real day job doing community management for some game. I don't remember what game it was. And that's all this book is really, it's just this interpersonal drama. Regina working through her psychological problems, flashing back, remembering times that were not so happy, because who needs happy times, right? I sure don't. That's a lie. I've got a muscle relaxer in my system. Lots of lies are going to happen. That's a-okay. Looking here at my pile of books that has dwindled. This is the last thing. I think, for the sake of my shoulder, not having to hunch over and lean over and gesture wildly with my left hand, that I'm going to just kind of call the stream here. We've been going for about an hour anyway. Ninja Weasel, thank you so much. Retro Savage, thank you so much. Eli Easy the Game Hunter, I know you bounced, dude. Thank you so much. Edgeverse, thank you for that YouTube subscription. I appreciate all of that from all of you. The channel can only grow because of people hanging out with me. And you taking the time to hang out with me, even for like 5 minutes here on stream. I appreciate that, because that means I'm doing something right if you want to come say hi, even if that's all you can do. You all take care of yourselves. You have a good evening, a good night, a good afternoon, good whatever you got going on. And we'll be doing this again next week. I probably won't start as late as I did today. This shoulder thing has totally had me messed up. I actually basically like fell asleep for like a half hour when I got back from the comic book store. Like, I am messed up today. But I'll probably stream at like 8 or 8:30, which is kind of the time. Well, that's Central Time, but that's kind of the time I like to do these streams. And I'm starting to ramble, so I'm just going to shut up. You all take care of yourselves. I already said that. And Rags is awesome. It's totally awesome. Bye-bye. Space Church music.